people, and that's true. One person, right? One human figure on empty background, right? Exactly. That's why this is exactly why I put it together. Okay, they're both people. One man, one woman. Okay. Okay. What else?
They're both wall mounted.
And they're both on panels. Both on panels, and they're both relief. They're both relief. One low relief on the left-hand side, one high relief on the right-hand side. One in wood on the left-hand side, one in marble on the right-hand side. Both painted. You can always write that. That's the point. Okay. Excellent. So they have not the same technique, but both are relief. One low, one high. Both have people. One woman, one man. Okay. What else?
One's all rigid and one's kind of slouched naturally.
But that's not what they have in common. Okay, let's say what they have in common.
Neither of them are really facing forward.
Neither one is facing really forward. Okay. Well, your shoulders are facing forward. But the faces are not. Nobody's looking. No one is looking. Would have originally looked at you. That's true. Even so, it's hard to see with her head, but she would have looked missing, but she would not have looked at you. Classical figures never look at you. Okay, what else?
This is why, both have, two hands.
They both have. Originally, they both had two hands. Okay, I mean, if you can come up with nothing else, then write that. What else? But something very important. Something very important. Which I would like you to know. What?
Are they both composite?
No?
No.
What did you say?
Idealized?
Absolutely. That's important. They're both ideal images, idealized images. They both represent the ideal concept of each society. Right? This is how they thought of an image of a male to look ideal, as the ideal image of a male. This is how they thought of the ideal image of a female. Okay? So this would be nice if you write that. And if I read that, then I immediately know, okay, you understand what this is all about. Okay? Good. All right, so what's different?
One is rigid and one is slouched.
So here we have a totally different appearance in that one looks very rigid and upright as he's standing there, right? Whereas she slouched. Well, she has potential movement, right? She's bending forward, raising one leg, one slightly bend, a very, very precarious pose, right? And also very difficult to render. Absolutely, yeah.
What he said, low relief, high relief, and also much higher detail level.
Much higher detail level. Now with detail, there's a lot of detail, right? There's epic detail, anatomical detail, ornamental detail, all kinds of detail. But you have a much higher level of anatomical detail. Right here you have the navel and nipple, but here you have really, get the sense that there are muscles, right? And it's observed how they contract, right? And how they are expand. So absolutely. So you have much more anatomical detail and also an understanding of how the body works, absolutely, whereas here you have none. And what other detail you have more here? The folds. This is another thing they have in common, both wear something, right? He has a kilt with some folds, she has two garments, but here the drapery folds are also much more detailed, much deeper carved, and also arranged in a much more conscious way, right? In a much more artistic way to either create shadows, contrasting shadows, or to emphasize the roundness of the body and the wings as well. Absolutely. Okay, more detail. What else? What else is different?
The Egyptians symbolic in the sense that Hesir was a scribe, so he has his tools with him that sort of show the autobiographical context.
Absolutely, because that's something different. This is a portrait. This is a portrait of somebody who lived, right, and died, a scribe, and it's autobiographical, as you said, because he's holding the scribal equipment, and that's also because of the function. Because the function to establish his rank. Right? It's not so much a portrait of Hesire as it is a portrait of his position as scribe, which he was hoping to have in the afterlife. So this is a portrait, right? This is of somebody who lived and died and was a scribe and hoped to be a scribe in the afterlife. This here? What is this?
God.
Yeah, God. Comic calls a victory goddess, which is incorrect, but I go with that. It's a personification, an attendant, but it's a mythical figure. This woman didn't even live, never died. This is a make-believe, right? This is make-believe, and that's why she has the wings right here, and she's taking off her sandal in a celebration of to enter the temple in a celebration of a festival, celebrating a festival in honor of Athena. So here you can generally say this is a religious monument. It also, they glorified themselves with it, the Athenians, but now it gets difficult. It's mainly religious. And this is also a big difference. You would never have seen that. That was in his tomb, right? Only the priests would have seen that. This you would have seen as you walked up the ramp to the Acropolis, high up above you on the right-hand side. Okay? It's publicly displayed, it's privately displayed. Okay? And I think this is the irony, which I like, is that here we have actually someone who lived, and it's completely abstracted. Right? Here we have a make-believe figure, and it looks completely natural. And this would be the perfect answer, right? Okay? No? So what you could also say, oh, okay. What I didn't say now is that he is in composite view, whereas here we have foreshortening. That would be an important difference. But like, let's say you write this, but then you don't write about that they're both idealized. Then I do the same thing, add points, I have something in mind. If you write something extra, which I wouldn't have expected, then I add a point. If something is missing, I subtract a point. And so in the end, you know, I think it's pretty fair in the end. That's what I think. Okay? Any questions? Is that kind of clear? It's not, I mean, a lot of things you can see, but this is a thinking question, right? I mean, some comparisons are more difficult, some are less, but I consider that, yeah.
Going back to more like capturable movement, like
The movement, yeah, he is completely stiff, and she has movement, she has the potential to move. That's the big classic.
So the quiz is gonna be a couple of these kinds of comparisons?
One IDs, one individuals, which would be just on the screen, not like this, no, like this, right? And
Okay.
then you identify 4 points, and then what's important, thought, ideal, religious, marble, graceful pose,
Okay.
melting gaze, smooth body, things like that.
And then one comparison?
Two of these, right? This would be 2 slides, one comparison. Oh, no, not this one, not. Yeah, oh yeah, like this, right? 2 comparisons, right here, 3rd and 4th slide, and then the 5th one is an unknown. Okay, let's do an unknown slide, so you get an idea.